Women's college basketball. How Caitlin Clark rewrote the rules. Caitlin Clark stands alone on the Iowa Hawkeyes' home floor, with 15,000 fans transfixed by the moment, and more than 3 million viewers watching on television. She drains a free throw, effortless, then another. The home crowd erupts. These routine points last month surpassed the all-time college basketball scoring record for both men and women, launching Clark into the pantheon of the sport. It's been a season for the ages for Clark, 22, whose talent has fueled a boom in interest in the women's game as March Madness got underway last month. NBA star Steph Curry called her record-breaking performance must-see TV in an interview with CBS last month. This year, college women's basketball has had one of its best regular seasons in history, with regular season games averaging 476,000 viewers on ESPN platforms, where it has seen a 37% viewership increase. The audience for women's college basketball has increased by more than 60% across all national networks, and more than 48% on games shown by the network, where it is averaging a bigger audience than its men's counterpart, according to Michael Mulvihill, president of Insight and Analytics at Fox Sports. After Monday's Elite Eight game against LSU smashed ratings records, Iowa and Clark will take on Connecticut in the Final Four on Friday evening. Clark, a 6-foot senior known for both her shooting and passing game, has undoubtedly driven those numbers, said John Lewis, who has tracked sports ratings on his website Sports Media Watch since 2006. Lewis compared her to Curry and other transcendent stars, such as LeBron James and Michael Jordan. These are the type of players that, when they're playing, people tune in and pay attention to in a way that they don't for other players, he said. Clark's final season statistics, which helped her top Pete Maravich's record, also bear similarities to Curry's last year with Davidson. Clark is averaging 31.9 points a game and 38% from three-point range, while Curry averaged 28.6 points and 39% from deep. TV ratings signal growth in college women's basketball. While Clark is enticing viewers, women's college basketball is experiencing growth that can't only be explained by Clarkonomics, as basketball analyst Debbie Antonelli called it, alone. The rise in its popularity is coinciding with an overall increase in the prominence of women's sports. That rise is due to improved TV coverage, such as featuring games on major networks and in optimal time slots, and the way that young female athletes have used the platform of name, image, and likeness, or NIL, which has allowed college and high school athletes to earn income from sponsorships, among other factors. Iowa and Clark have featured in 6 of the 10 most viewed women's basketball games this season, all earning more than 1 million viewers, according to data from Sports Media Watch. The most viewed game this season eclipsed any women's college basketball contests since 1999, when a UConn and Tennessee rivalry matchup had 3.88 million average viewers. The surge in women's college basketball is also due to more investment in media coverage of women's sports, said Lewis. For example, this season is just the 3rd year in which the NCAA has attached the March Madness branding to the women's tournament. A lot of it is, hey, let's put these games on where people can actually watch them, Lewis said. There's something real happening in the women's game that's not limited to Caitlin Clark, and is unique even among women's sports. And, as of March 19, fans who went to TickPick to get tickets for the Final Four had purchased 6 times as many for the women's final than for the men's final, the seller said. NIL empowers players and their sports. College women's basketball players are among the biggest players in the market for name, image, and likeness sponsorships. NIL is only in its 3rd year and football players make most of the earnings, but female basketball players are also racking in large sponsorships. Sponsorships for college women's basketball are projected to reach $60 million by the end of the 3rd year of NIL, according to data from Open Doors, a platform that arranges brand deals between athletes and sponsors. While Clark, Reese, and other women's stars, such as Cameron Brink and Paige Buchers, possess huge followings, top men's college players, such as Reed Sheppard, Rob Dillingham, and Cody Williams, who may be destined for this year's NBA draft, are seemingly less well known. Using Instagram followers as a barometer, Dillingham has the most of those men's players with 669,000, while Clark and Buchers all have over 1 million, with Reese boasting 2.7 million. By making these deals possible, NIL has shed more light on the individuals and, by proxy, on their sports, said San Weber, who heads communications at Open Doors.